So am I right in saying that I don't have to send anything to James now? It's all on the cloud.
No, your QuickTime.
Still got to send that, but not the
Yeah,
whole.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
And Petra sends what the title should be.
Yeah.
So it'd be what the title is, and then you, because then it marries up with the schedule. So
yeah. Welcome everybody.
Little peek behind the curtains.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking about this episode, right?
Mm.
Imagine you've started Chattervix and you're coming in, this series. Paul Gorton's situation needs a bit of explaining, right?
Yeah, does to me. So I don't know where we are with it.
No, I don't. But I feel Paul's been in my life quite a while now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what happened. How is he in our lives?
I don't know. I think we were talking about Deal or No Deal in the last series, and I'm just fascinated by what goes on behind the scenes. So we asked if there was anyone out there who'd been on it. I think that must have been Hal.
Yeah, and it was like a sort of meant to be a one-off.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? And we chatted to him for like an hour and 20 minutes and got to like the front door of the building because he goes into quite a lot of detail, which is fantastic. What are you doing? You're hiding.
I'm eating a banana. No, the people will turn off now.
You look like you're doing peekaboo.
Yeah, so we got him on, and the more we spoke to him, the more detail we wanted.
Yeah, and so this is like the fourth time he's been back, or maybe the fifth, to talk about when he was on Deal or No Deal. So if you're listening to this and you've not heard any Paul Gorton episodes, you might want to go back and listen to the first three.
Where did we get to? He hasn't even gone to the podium yet, has he? He hasn't even hasn't even been picked.
No, but I was saying, do you think people should go back and listen to old eps if they haven't heard? Because so go back and listen to when did we first?
Although this will be a standalone, you could listen to this and love it.
But to get the most out of it, there'll be about a 50-minute recap anyway, won't there?
Yeah,
I should imagine. Do you reckon he remembers where we were?
Yeah. I mean, he's been a guest so far for the first 3 or 4 episodes. He's explained what it was like to be a guest. Not a guest, contestant. But
has he got to being on it yet?
No, he hasn't. We haven't yet got to him going to the seat and playing his game. I mean, this is where
behind the box. We've had him behind the box.
But we haven't had him sat on the seat playing the game. And this is a whole new world.
Yes.
Whole new world. And then when Paul eventually finishes his Deal or No Deal story, I don't know how many episodes that's going to take, he's going to be our game show.
Yeah, I won't worry about that. We've got a good few months left in this. I think there'll be an episode of him getting his stuff in the car at the end of it.
Yeah.
Always nice, though, aren't they? They always feel like I always look forward to these.
Yeah.
Paul's here.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely. See, what's strange for me is you've played the game, you've been in the studio. I don't know what you're getting out of this.
Well, I didn't know really.
Yeah, but you've done it.
No, I didn't.
You met the banker.
Yeah, but I had a weird experience because I couldn't really. I was working, so I had all stuff going on, so I wasn't really able to go. Oh bloody hell!
But you've been in the room.
Yeah. I didn't realise the importance of it at the time, I think.
You've seen the scoreboard or whatever, it's the prize money board.
Is there a scoreboard?
Prize money board. You've seen that. So it's coming back, and it's Stephen Mulhern. I don't know anything about Stephen Mulhern. I don't know if he's got...
we've spoken about Mulhern a few times.
Yeah, but I don't know
He's the one who does catchphrase.
I mean, for me, Deal or No Deal was it was Noel Edmonds. I now wonder how the game will hold up without Edmonds.
Yeah, you need a real charisma-based person at the heart of it, don't you?
Yeah, I want to be enjoying that TV show on a number of levels.
I liked Richard Osman's suggestion of Mel Goodridge. That might be good.
I thought he had some inside knowledge there, but
yeah.
For me, it's either got to be Titchmarsh, Alan Titchmarsh, Nick Knowles, Richard Madeley, Noel Edmonds.
Madeley would be good.
Oh, Madeley would just... They'd all be good. Alan Titchmarsh would be good.
Madeley's a standout for me. There.
Nick Knowles would be good. They all bring their own...
How old's Mulhern? They're looking to youngen it up.
I don't know. He must be 40.
So he's not. They're not even getting the young. They're not even pulling in the younger audience.
You know what? I need to learn about Stephen Mulhern. I'm going to take this seriously.
He's 45.
There you go. Babyface.
God, he is babyface, isn't he?
Yeah. I want to know. Stephen Mulhern is an English television presenter, magician, and comedian. He began his
He's a magician. I didn't know he was a magician.
Yeah. He began his TV career presenting the children's shows Fingertips and Tricky TV. Mulhern has presented various TV shows, Britain's Got Talent, More Got Talent, and also Do the Funniest Things, This Morning's Hub, Catchphrase, Big Stars, Little Star, In for
He
Penny.
really looks like the small one in Anton Deck. Like, really looks like him. Deck. Is it Deck? The small one?
Yeah.
He fucking really looks like him. I thought it was him on a couple of
I
pictures.
wonder how he's going to... Because everyone says, listen, I'm not going to copy the guy or girl who's been before me. I'm going to bring my own. But how's he going to play it? How would you play it if they gave you Deal or No Deal?
Do you know what I'd be thinking? What would
Fuck
Noel
it
Evans
out.
not do? God, what the fuck? Is that his general picture when things pop up? Hello.
Every single time. Only for work, though. Only for important engagement.
Okay,
That's
so
what people see.
Are you
Paul's
presenting Play School?
I'm in the clouds. I'm in the sky.
He shrunk that T-shirt as well.
Well, I'm beefed up a little bit.
You have.
How are you, Paul?
I'm magnificent. How are you two?
Good.
All right, we should probably
Lovely to see you.
explain when your Zoom comes up. It comes up with a picture of you snogging the daddy from
Snogging daddy.
episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Which we've got nothing against. It was just...
It's
No,
fine.
through us.
It's just a lovely little reminder that you've done that.
It was my second ever interracial kiss.
Second ever.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What was the first?
Let me take you back. We could do an ep on it. Tenerife, 17, first night's holiday, Malugu. I told her I was a footballer. She loved it. She thought I was a good dancer.
Who? Maluga?
Malugu, her name was.
Oh, right.
Malugu. So if you're listening now, Malugu.
You told her
What you've
you
missed
were a
out on.
footballer.
I told her I was a
Are you
footballer.
a liar?
Have you been on Deal or No Deal, by the way?
Oh, do you know what? That just brought back so many memories.
What,
That was
Malugu?
Malugu, she was lovely, actually. 17, lads' holiday, Tenerife. She thought I was a good dancer. I've got a bit of rhythm about me, even though I'm tall. I've got a bit of crouchy way. And I started chatting to her, and I thought, I've got nothing interesting to tell you about myself. I work at Burger King. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, what can I say? And I'm a big Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know. I thought, I can't tell her I play for Liverpool because she'd be like, yeah, but you'd be a big... So I had to pick a worse team. So I picked Everton. Sorry to the Evertonians listening. But I said that I played for
No
Everton.
Google in those days, I guess, so she couldn't have Googled
You
you.
can say what you want. I mean, I said that I was an Everton fan.
Did Maluga used to Google?
I don't know whether she did Google. I wonder whether she did now, and she was like, "Arr!"
Yeah.
But yeah, lovely little kiss in Tramps. I think it was called Tramps, the nightclub in Tenerife. Oh,
I'm
I'd
going to
love
Google
it.
that now.
Yeah,
Tramps in
I
Tenerife.
might remember that. God,
Yeah.
I've been to Tramps. I definitely didn't go off with anyone. I'm
Tramps.
guaranteeing
God,
that.
so you got off with Maluga in Tramps Tenerife, the king
In
of the
Tramps.
clubs.
Now, I
it
think
still
there's an
there?
R&B
Yeah.
bit, because that's where I'm normally found. You know what I
Sure.
mean? I'm away
Right.
from the dancey bit. And I'm kind of, I'm just jigging. And then we've just caught each other's eye, and it's completely natural what happened after that. But I thought I need to give us some sort of story.
Do you find pulling women easy?
Oh, back then, dearie me. No, I thought it was tough. I think it's tough at the start.
I don't think it is tough for you. I think it's a piece of piss.
It's okay. I think you need the words. Like, I need ears. Otherwise, if it's just on looks alone, it's a bit like, ooh.
I think if I was a lady in a nightclub and you came up to me and you were chatting, I'd just be like, oh, just
I'd be
seduced
overwhelmed.
by,
Yeah,
intoxicated
I'd be
by your...
overwhelmed.
From day one. Oh,
I'd be over the moon. I was getting the attention, to be honest with you. I'd be like, I don't care.
What were your female names again? I can't remember. Wasn't it Susan and something else?
Suzanne. I was Suzanne. So you could be telling the story. I met Suzanne in
Hi, Suzanne.
Tramps in Tenerife.
Yeah.
but we'd still be together, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I said I was at Everton's Academy, just trying to get my head down and, try and get into the reserves, then over into the first team.
I can imagine Suzanne, you'd see her in the corner with her friends and she'd be like a foot taller than everyone.
She's a big girl. She'd be a big girl. Maybe a hunch, a little tiny hunch.
Yeah. I imagine I'd be wearing like a dress, a straight down
bit
dress.
Dowdy.
Yeah, like a dress like you'd usually put a belt on it to bring it into your your waist, but I wouldn't. Be straight down like a curtain.
Yeah.
Don't know why you're approaching Suzanne, Paul. You can do a lot better than Suzanne.
I don't think so. No, I think we're probably even kilter. I bet she's got.
I think you got off with my friend Malugu. To be honest with you.
Malugu. God, I've not said that name in ages. Well, sorry, Kate, if you're listening. Although it was a long time. It's 17 years ago, isn't it? 18 years ago now.
Yeah.
Although she'll probably remember it still.
Yeah,
I bet she does.
Crunch, Maluga.
Crunch, Malugu.
She's in Australia. She was an Australian.
Oh, right.
Oh, this is the Malugu
question for you, Paul. Thoughts on the new host of
Deal or No Deal, yeah.
Happy. I think he's a lovely
Paul,
chap.
So at this point, when you do take over as game show specialist, this is a bit of news you'd come in with, wouldn't you, and blow our minds?
Oh, I would be right. It's kind of sad that it's come right in the middle of, the start of season 2 of Deal or No Deal, Daddy special. But yeah, outside of this world, we've got Stephen Mulhern. That's going to be taking over as the Deal or No Deal host. I think he's great. I'm happy with him.
You think he's good for that show?
Yeah, I do, actually. I think he's got a good bit of charisma about him. He's a magician, isn't he? He started off as a magician.
I didn't know he was a magician.
And I think he's a good magician as well. But I think he's one of them, but he kind of pretends that he's not very good, and then he'll do something that will just kind of blow your mind.
Do you reckon he'll do that in the studio? Do you reckon he'll do?
I think he's going to do it.
What, on Deal or No Deals? Like pull something out of his inside jacket or something?
Well, you got a red box, haven't you? Is that just a modern day version of the black hat?
A bird coming out every time.
I think there might be some sort of dove that's going to come out the red box.
David said the point earlier, which I think is a very interesting point, where when you take over from a host, you have to make it your own. How do you think, not follow the Noel? Because
you can't follow Noel, can you? You've got to be you've got to be the absolute opposite in almost every way. And
which
I think
puts me off. Don't be the opposite of Noel.
Yeah, but it's like when you start a new, I don't know, like Who Dares Wins. The thing where they, thinking about that, and you go, I don't know any of these people. I don't care if they get through the course, and then like 30 minutes in, you're like, I care.
But he did it with catchphrase, didn't he? He
took over
he revived.
from.
What was the guy's name?
Who did he take over?
Roy Walker.
Roy Walker. That seems irreplaceable.
He had everything going about him. I think there's going to be a transition period. The die-hard dealers, but then also Noel just went gracefully, right? Like he just got to an age where it's like, I'm not doing it anymore. He didn't fall from grace. He didn't have a big kind of blowout, did he? So I think the mantle is ready, and I think Mulhern's good. I think Mulhern will bond.
With this game, you've got to play with the tension, haven't you, and the silences, and that's my worry that
he'll be too flippant.
Well, he may go down that route, and then if he does play with the tension, you're like, Noel created this.
It's like
I think you're going into this with that attitude. We have to open up and go, right, let's see what Mulhern brings.
Paul, I wanted Alan Titchmarsh, Nick Knowles, Richard Madeley.
Oh, Nick would be good, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Nick would be brilliant.
Nick would be good because Nick can be serious.
Yeah.
I think
like he does on the garden show when he makes the garden nice.
Yeah.
And
his presence, his physical presence, walking around that stage.
He probably should be bigger, Nick Knowles, for who he is and what he's got about him.
Do you think Nick Knowles would be too Noel, though? Bit too Noel?
Oh, God, the name's in there, isn't it?
But no, I mean like the way he did it would be like, oh, that's quite Noel, what he's doing there, and you need a complete...
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I think Alan would be good as well. Nick is right at the top. I think Stephen's got that kind of funness, maybe kind of the daytime TV crowd would like looking at him.
If you need fun, you need...
No, you don't want... I don't want fun in that game.
Right, let's get on with this, guys, and let's win some money.
Because it does get tense. And it's his conversations with the banker, because there's times that, Noel will be on the phone to the banker and you are sat looking at him going, oh my God, what is he talking about here? It feels like parents' evening when your parents are talking to the teacher and you're like,
I bet it does.
Oh, what's he saying? As he said, and Noel will do a little giggle or a little smile, a little semi-smile.
Smile,
And you're like, oh, he's just said something. Is he just calling me Ginger? Or has he just said, and he plays with the eyes, like he gives you all that. So it does get tense. Catchphrase doesn't get tense, does it? It's very fun.
Yeah,
yes,
it's a completely different
because you only
show.
win 700 quid.
Is that what it is?
I think dinner is about.
It's low, isn't it?
So, yeah, it's not the real deal. Like,
yeah, Noel's dealing with bigger money. But I think, maybe this will be his growing up phase. How old is Stephen?
45. Unbelievable.
He looks good for 45.
Here's a fact. Picture Roy Walker presenting Catchphrase.
Yep.
He was younger than us.
Fucking hell.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm.
That's deceiving when you look back, isn't it? These guys that are in the mid-30s. Because like olden days TV, isn't it? They look like people in the 40s.
Everyone looks, you go 56.
I don't know how old you are, Paul.
35.
Oh, no, he wasn't younger. He was younger than me and Joe.
So he's probably 40.
He was about 40.
God, it's weird. That seems young, though, because he had a lot of wisdom about him. You think he was an older boy.
Yeah.
And you can control that room. So how old do you say Stephen is? 45?
45.
God, he's been around a bit as well, hasn't he?
What shot Mulhern to fame? Do we know?
He did the CITV. He did,
right, yeah, of course it was.
What did he do?
Tricky tips or fingertips.
Tricky tips. He did tricky tips. It's tricky tips, I think.
Anyway, where are we in the story of Deal or No Deal?
Do you remember what we'd got up to? We've told the audience they might want to go back and have how many eps have we done, Paul?
This is 4. This is 4, right? Yeah,
okay,
this is 4. They've got to go back because there's too much. We tried to recap in the last ep, didn't we?
It takes
and it's tough because there's so much depth to go through.
Even if we say so ourselves.
There's the roomology. You've got, the geography of the room, the sizes.
Yeah.
Mitzvah, seeing Noel.
Never go back.
Kind of stuff. Yeah.
Never go back.
Where did we get up to? Where did we get up to in this journey?
So I'm now comfortable and confident. I'm in the show. Okay. And now.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
Is this pre or post Maluga?
This is everything in my life that I told you so far is post.
Maluga was 17.
She was 17. She was about 18 years ago.
He did get off with her mid-show. She wasn't like one of the box people.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, this is everything.
Right, I need a proper recap. So we've not a proper recap. Where are you? Where are you stood? What's your action again? Where are you? Are you playing now? Have we got to you playing? No, of course we haven't.
But I tell you what, season 2. This is season 2 of the Deal or No Deal Chronicles. It's getting real.
It's getting what?
It's getting really real.
Oh, okay.
Really quick.
I like the way you're building up your part. It's great. Like you're making yourself unfireable, which I love.
Am I? I wish I could do that in my normal
job.
You're
going, it's now getting real. And we're like, okay, it's getting real.
Well, I was thinking after the recap ep, I was thinking, do you know what? I'm going to just get in there.
Okay. So where are we? Where are we? Explain where we are.
So I've probably done maybe 18 or 19 shows now. Okay, so that's 18 or 19 people.
And you haven't been up front yet.
Not been up front yet. I'm a box opener. My confidence levels in box now is through the roof. I'm one hand to rip and I'm one hand to lift. And I'm saying a little message before.
You're saying good luck, Stephen, or whatever, yeah. Yeah,
good luck, mate. I mean, there was one guy, this Welsh guy, and he did this thing called nosy posy. For any Welsh people, they might know what that is. But that's when you rub noses with someone.
Right.
A little bit of nosy posy. Now, when he picked my box, I did a Welsh accent. That's my Welsh, not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
And I went, good luck, nosy posy boy. Lifted the box.
Did it make the edit?
Made the edit. We're on telly with it. Must have done a good job. There was no Welsh people complaining, so must have done all right. He then walks over to me, because Noel's then gone, what's nosy posy mean? And we were like, oh, you rub noses. Martin's come over, give me a high five, handshake in the cool way.
Getting off with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Deal. On camera, though, because it's got to boost the CV, hasn't it? We want work after this. But I've done a cool guy handshake, which is the tilt, and you clap in.
Oh, okay, up like that.
Yeah, and then we've nosy posied. We've cupped heads.
That's so weird.
And we've rubbed our little noses together.
There's nothing
you
on earth.
got really carried away, didn't you, on that show?
Well, when you're in that
way on
cult,
earth you could get me to do that.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Looking back now, it's like, what was I doing? But I presume people who leave Scientology
How
do the same.
How comfortable was the Welsh guy with doing it with you? Was he straight
comfortable?
In?
We both knew. Yeah. Okay. Well, when you go in these little environments where you start these little tribes, you find a best mate. He's my bestie. So, and we never spoke about we were going to do that. We do normal.
Have you been in touch with him since?
No. It's the classic. When you're out, you're out. See you later.
You never met up with any of these guys?
No, never.
Have they met up with each other?
I don't know. I remember there was a little Facebook
to get them on
group.
this with you.
Well, I'll tell you later on. See what I mean?
We've got
Season
to
2.
look forward to. Oh, this
wow.
You're great.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Come in. No.
So where are we? You've done a nosy posy.
So I've done my nosy posy. Then the fella goes back over to Noel. Noel's shaking his head. He doesn't know what's going on.
He's playing along, loving it.
The guy's gone. Noel, shall we? Noel said no. but then the crowd.
Oh, really?
Oh, everyone's worst nightmare.
I'll lose that crowd. So Noel has gone, get over here, assume the power position again. Come here then. Nosy posied with him.
Wow.
Little nosy rubs with Noel. It must have had like a little orange tip on his nose after the makeup. You never know.
So Noel was sort of forced into nosy posying.
I think so, yeah. I don't think Noel is
the audience.
Yeah.
He didn't want to lose. Right.
You can't lose. But then it's one of that. He must have had a million thoughts through his head of, oh my God, if I don't do this, they'll be like, oh, Noel was a bit of a spoil sport. He should have done that.
This is exactly what I want to know about.
See what I mean?
Sorry, I'm looking at a video of Deal or No Deal in case I'm missing vital questions.
Go on.
How heavy is the box?
Light. We are it's a piece of cardboard, and it is light. Yeah, but I think it's kind of an expensive cardboard. It's lovely. The dimensions are nice. The box lid lift was tough at the start.
My guess would be it's not expensive cardboard because
not think?
Everything in TV is cheap behind the scenes. It all sort of looks fine on camera, but when you get up closer, you go, God, look at the state of that.
Well, I've been tricked. Inside was like this beautiful white, and then obviously you've got the number which was on the inside kind of back of the box type of thing, and then perfect red on the out. But then sometimes it was so light at the start, you rip the Velcro off.
Yeah,
the Velcro can be a bit tough.
Yeah,
and then the box is so light, so if you go for the same type of pressure, you might flip the box.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen someone. Yeah, a bit over.
But you're not worried about any at this point because you've done 18.
I've done it all. I've done it 18 times now.
Joe's trying to keep us on track.
Yeah, desperately. Fucking draining being the only one who's doing it.
So then we're comfortable with box opening. Okay, we're comfortable on the show. I had no confidence at the start. Obviously, my first interaction with Noel in F1.
Journey,
Now I'm having little chats to the point where Noel gives me a nickname.
Who are you having chats with, Noel or the other?
Noel.
Just Noel. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
really?
So he gives you a nickname.
When would you chat with him in the show?
So when it's your box, or every now and again, actually, he might also just be like, "Oh, so Paul, how are you getting on?" and blah blah blah. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm fine, thanks."
So he's coming to you because he knows you're a safe pair of hands.
I'm chit chatting with him.
Paul's gonna give me something.
Yeah, and it was a roller coaster we had.
To get into.
We're probably talking 5 or 6, so maybe 3 or 4 days ago. He wants to kick me off the show. Remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't actually.
No, he went for a piss, didn't he?
I really needed a wee.
And you do that again.
Okay,
we'll get some. Maybe we'll get someone else on.
Yeah,
something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, don't disrupt the show again, or we'll get some, or we'll replace you.
We're having a piss. Oh yeah. Chill out, no.
Sorry, Paul.
60
Can
seconds.
I butt in here? Is your? We must have asked this. Is your episode on YouTube?
Who knows?
We don't think it is, do we?
What's the date?
Wait.
Yeah, wait, David.
Wait.
It is, isn't it? It's on YouTube.
Who knows? I can't tell
Are
you.
you playing the long game?
Playing the long game. This is.
I've been having
Are we
conversations.
going to do a watch along in 11?
Who knows?
Fucking hell.
You
Okay.
know, Paul.
Hey, shall we tell you now?
Yeah.
Over Christmas, I've been having little chit chats with our Petra. I found the episode.
Oh my god!
I have found
Oh my god!
my episode, not by my name, because I already tried all that before. Because originally I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
When I found, remember when? So there was an episode where we did a Castaway special. Do you remember? And I was dressed as a castaway. They did.
Oh yeah.
Ludicrous.
And I thought,
Too much.
ludicrous. And I thought, do you know what? That will be on YouTube. So I put in Deal or No Deal.
I don't want anyone to know, though. I don't want anyone to know.
Yeah, well, you won't find me through my name.
Right.
So I found it through Castaway, and then I got the year and the month. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm maybe 15 days later.
Then? Are they all up there, do you reckon?
So my early episodes aren't.
Oh,
So I
shit.
literally found a day and I went every episode after, and I'm like, oh, that person. And then a certain date.
And are
found
you right? No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what.
How should we do this? When you start talking about going up to the... Surely we should be doing a watch along and stop every so often.
Well,
But is it all right? Is it you going up though? Have you found you at the podium or doing the box?
I've found Daddy's show.
Not where you kiss Daddy.
No, as in, remember, I'm the new daddy.
Oh, and you're daddy.
He's old news. I'm the daddy now.
Oh, you're Daddy now.
yeah, he's
sorry,
like a god. He'd be like granddad.
Fuck!
I found it.
Well, surely we should watch it a bit at a time.
But this is what I was going to say with my nickname.
No
No,
rush,
out of
David, you've got
nowhere,
months of this.
he said, so, P Daddy, how are you getting on? P Daddy. And that made me think, you like me? Because you've given me a nickname.
Rightly or wrongly, you thought that.
You like me? But P Daddy. And it was completely out of the blue. And I remember being like, oh, hi, good luck to whoever it was today. And then I thought, he's gave me a nickname. That's going to stick.
And how rare is that, do you think?
No one got a nickname on the show.
Okay,
P
so you're
Daddy.
legendary.
And then,
How many times do you use it?
every time he spoke to me.
Wow. Okay.
Every time he spoke to me, then on. Now, remember, this is probably 3 or 4 games away from my show.
Which would be what? That day or the next day in recording?
Was my game... I think I was first up for the day. I think it was one of them random ones where the person that went before me ended when we stopped filming for that day. So it must have been 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
I just got a question. Sorry, just a question. I just thought it's what you want to get onto the podium, but then that also means your journey is over.
Yes, that's nice.
So
it's a double-edged sword.
I had
isn't it?
so around maybe game number 20. Sometimes they mix it up and they might put you on before, so you can't guess it. But then they tell you, your game's going to be within this 3-day period, which might be 4 or 5 games. Get your family in because you need your fambo in the crowd.
Yeah, this must be bittersweet coming to the end.
Especially when this is
when you're P
brag.
Daddy as well.
When you're at my level at this point. Now, remember, I'm coming off the coach and all the people are outside the studio. And they're
What do you
all
mean you're coming off the coach?
Do you remember you get a coach in and stuff?
You get this lovely coach
What,
in.
from the
I'm at
hotel?
front,
Yeah,
from the hotel over to the studio.
Remind me what you do in the evenings?
We all go to the hotel bar and we talk about the mole. That is the hottest topic of conversation.
The mole is someone who might be grassing up back to Noel, right? Noel's mole, basically.
Noel's mole.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, he'll be chatting away and he'll go...
Like a quiz, like doing a quiz about past eps, isn't it? Like,
oh, you kissed the girl in Tenerife, did you, Paul? And I'll be like, told that in confidence to my mate that I did the nosy posy
this is like Traitors. Have you
It is
seen
like Traitors.
Oh, I've not watched it yet, but I really want to see it.
Please go on it. Get on
Is it
series
amazing?
2. Yeah. Get on series 2.
Oh my God, is it? Right, honestly, I think I saw in the credits that I know someone who works on it.
Oh, get me on.
I could go, look, we've got the
Well,
idea.
email now.
I think
Get
let
Paul
me
on
just-
it.
Yeah, get me on. I think I'd be a guy. I don't know what the show is about.
Right, honestly, let me just double check.
Honestly, it's an absolute head fuck, Paul.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's all that anyone's talking about.
I think you'd win it because I don't. Honestly, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know if you've been on Deal or No Deal.
I'm just an actor. Oh, can you imagine that?
I think. Well, and I'm friends with them on Facebook.
No way.
You'd do it, wouldn't you, Paul?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Do you want to do it, Paul?
I don't fully know what it is.
But do you want to do it?
It's the biggest show in the UK. That's good enough.
Okay, yeah, 100%. For the show reel, 100%. Deal or No Deal, Chatterbix, traitor.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't think I'd want you to be a traitor. I'd want you to be one of the people trying to work it out. I want you in the middle. Trying to work out. Right, so basically there's some traitors who you have to find out who they are, but I want you in the middle, like a conductor pulling strings.
Ooh. Well,
yeah.
So it's a group of people and one of them, what do you mean a traitor?
Let's not go.
Sorry.
We are off track again. But
this is game show news, though. It's all in the same universe, isn't it? Kind of.
Please contact them, Joe.
Yeah, at the end, can you remind me to contact the person I know on it?
When we get to the point where you walk up to your seat, can we do a watch along where we've got the video put and we all press play at the same? Huh?
Can I have a wee?
Little wee wee.
Yeah.
If you do that again, Joe, you will be off the show.
So we all press play at the same time.
Yes.
And then stop it whenever we want to ask you a question.
Oh, but I could share my screen.
Yeah.
David, I've got it up. It's already on my screen here. I'm like one click to share, one click to audio, and you will see. And I'm telling you now.
Right. Do you know what?
Go on.
Don't tell Joe, but say you're going to do an hour. With 3 minutes to go, we'll go, you reveal that, and then we have to stop.
So, just say it, or do you want me to just play it? Just say.
Share the screen, and then play 5 seconds and stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a cliffhanger for Joe. Little
Cliffy.
Yeah.
I like a little Cliffy. I thought you were going to say when you're actually replacing Joe on Chatterbix. But this is just as good, I think. Oh, here we go. He's back.
Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the football was great on the weekend.
So sorry, this is pointless and it's a little bit too, but I just had a look at an old video and there were lights in the floor as you walk up to the podium.
Yeah, either side, slightly raised.
Yes.
Slightly raised wooden podium as you're going up. And then you've got
there's a circular podium holding the plinth or whatever you call it. Yeah.
Little stool.
Well, or a chair.
Have we jumped to you going up now?
No, we're not. We're just talking about the setup.
Well, we are dangerously close. Like I'm probably 2 or 3 shows away. So that now I'm at the point where the night before I'm going, oh my God, tomorrow can be my show. And then this is all over. And you do get them things you were saying, like you get that kind of like, this is like my retirement type of thing.
How did that feel? Genuinely, were you a bit, oh no, what's next?
Oh, gutted. Oh my God. What, actually leaving?
Prior to your
thinking,
your
I've
show.
only got 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of tell yourself, like, say this is going to be dead exciting, but then you have like the amazing feelings of, oh my God, it's going to be my show. But then you're kind of happy where you are. Like I was happy where I was. Can I not just stay and everyone else has a go? And maybe you just pay me a salary and I'll just be a guy.
Because you're the best they've ever had.
I think so. No one ever said that to me.
Did you sleep well doing Deal or No Deal?
I'm a sleeper.
I imagined you'd just be fine.
It's head down.
Water off a duck's back, I think this is now at this point, right?
But then you...
So you might be on the next day. It could be your last day and you could be walking away with $250,000.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could
be your last
day. I forgot about the money bit.
Yeah, it could be your last day and you could be walking away with 1p.
But I never, ever thought about the money. I never thought, it's such a weird experience when you're in there.
Did you not think about the money when you applied?
Oh, when I applied, because I needed money. Yeah, right. Like I had no money.
Oh, yes, I forgot, yes.
Does everyone's focus change when they play it? Or is there some people really want that?
I think some people were there for the cash. We had a lot of early deals.
Yeah.
Did you want to make great telly, though?
I wanted to just be there, and I was just lapping up the experience of it.
Do you think they sensed that from you?
I think.
What did you think they
must
said?
have? They must have.
Yeah.
Because from the second you get off that coach and you've got the people behind the railings and they know your name now, Paul, I'm waving.
Fuck off. What do you mean people behind the railings?
The fans are behind the railings.
Why have we never fucking... What?
Where, at the hotel or at the studio?
This is at the studio. And there's probably a low railing like you get in like your festivals and whatnot.
Like towards a red carpet thing when there's people going, Mr. Cruz, Mr. Cruz.
Yeah, pretty much exactly the same as that.
Paul,
yeah, and I was Tom. Yeah.
What was the hotel? Can we look it up?
Oh, it was is it like a...
Is it in Bristol? It's in Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a Jury's Inn or a Mercure.
In the town centre?
Yeah. It was only a short drive away.
Oh, what should I look up?
Was it on like a big roundabout sort of thing? Well, like a one-way system? Because they're all on that big...
Oh, I can't remember. I mean, it was a coach, so there'd be a hotel where you could get a coach outside.
Mercure Bristol Grand Hotel?
Could be.
Is it quite... I mean, is it this?
Right, I want to know about these fans outside calling your name.
I'm just to put this in the chat and you can carry on with the fans.
Let me see.
So, Paul, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How quickly do are the episodes going out? So they record it on the Monday. When are they going out then? Because if they know
it's a
who
while.
you are,
no, it's a while. Because they're the audience that we have repeats.
Oh, I see. Shit.
Yeah, these are the audience.
Oh my God! Right. So they're going, Paul, Pete, Daddy.
Yeah, you'll get people that will do like you. There was one woman there that did the entire of my stint. She seen early Paul, this guy from St. Helens.
She'd seen,
and then she's seen Daddy
blossom.
She's seen the rose blossom.
Yeah, like a caterpillar into a.
Oh, she's caterpillar to the butterfly. The metamorphosis of Paul.
Is that the hotel there? I'll put it in the chat.
Let me see.
Is that the one you stayed at?
It was a short walk from Bristol Templemead Station.
Oh.
It looks similar because that bar bit at the bottom was where, like, every single night we went into that bar.
When you were there, did you think this is quite a nice hotel they've spent, or did you go, yeah, it could be a nicer hotel?
No, I thought it was lovely.
Okay.
I mean, the whole experience I thought was just magical. But then, the fans outside was what really kind of you've got a bit hooked to. And then you wave.
How many?
Oh, how many? 15, 20.
That's enough, isn't it?
Maybe slightly more if you get there a bit later. Because they're obviously going to pack the studio out. You're going to go into wardrobe. So
how
we're all in our scruffs.
How are you reacting to them as you walk in?
At the start, I'm running past like this. You know, your bit head down.
You haven't found your feet yet, have you?
No, and I think, who am I to do that? Whereas when you're 18 shows in...
But once you're 18 shows in,
and you've got the seniority...
Right. You've got every right. Yeah.
I'm slow walking.
Are you? Are you reacting to them?
I'm doing a little slow walk. I'll do a couple of steps back.
Are you making the most of it? Basically?
Yeah, little wave. Hi, how are you? All right?
Hell. Imagine you at the Oscars. It's the bloody deal, no deal. No one fucking cares.
They cared. They were happy. There were stories said about me that night.
Did you sign any autographs or anything, please?
There was no autograph, but I was thinking someone's going to be like, sign this. And I'll be like,
oh. What did they look like?
How do I work?
Who are they? Middle-aged ladies? Are they young men?
Yes.
Are they?
You're looking at everyone's 40 plus.
I like the way. Can I say, David? You put in, are they middle-aged ladies or young men? I'm thinking, like, don't basically caveating it with, I don't know. I just don't know. It could be teenagers on skateboards. It could be middle-aged.
Did they have heads? Many of them have heads.
Basically, are they 58 plus and they've lost their husband?
They were probably 40s plus.
Yeah.
You know, they're the classic people that would be watching on TV.
What is that?
You know,
you know what it is, David.
No, but I haven't
called to say.
Tell me what they look like and how many there were.
I think there was a lot of glasses. There was people with glasses. There was a lot of kind of your classic kind of couch potato type figures.
Out of shape.
everyone had trainers, like old Reebok trainers on.
Did they?
Yeah, like bootcut jeans.
How do you remember all this shit?
You know the shoe. Everyone knows the shoe. You have a little look over.
When you were describing the raised bits in the lights earlier, I was like, you got like a photographic memory of these last
It's honestly,
6 weeks.
it's the best experience of my life. It's just stained in there.
So you get off the coach.
Yeah.
How long's the walk from the coach to the entrance, and how many of those ladies are there?
No, it's not long. It's probably like
How many ladies?
It's probably about 20 feet, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Down the railing.
How close are you to them?
Oh, fingertips. You know,
I need
if I
to know
get
how many
close enough.
ladies are there? Are there 5 or are there 50?
He said 15 earlier.
I'd say between 15 to 20.
Okay.
But ladies, I think there is a lady skew. I think we're probably looking at 13 or 14 women.
Oh, definitely.
And then the rest were men. There was a lot of husbands there.
Who were they?
They were grumpy at the back. They don't care. You've got a crush on the guy from Deal or No Deal, and you're making me come and see him.
Do you think they had a crush on you?
I don't want to be that guy, but
Come on, you are that guy. Come on, let's dig in. Did they?
the thing
fancy you?
is,
You're hot. You've got a great
I got
body.
a bit of attention.
You're funny. They're going to fancy you, aren't
I was
you?
slim. I'm tall.
Yeah, you're fanciable,
I was fanciable.
and you're on telly, and you're on telly.
I'm a TV guy. I'm a TV guy now.
So when you did your walk to the entrance, what did you say? If I was sort of one of the ladies, hi. Yeah, what did you say?
I'd be like,
Oh,
hi.
give us a wave.
Hello, you okay? Yeah, morning. Yeah, and then that's it. And they would have been like, oh, you said hello to me.
Did you try and
Yeah.
see their
might not
reaction
do.
to you talking to them? Did you sort of go, let's see how they
Oh, yeah, I'd wait. Yeah, I'd go over and have a little chat. It was always the weather. It's always the morning. You know, if it's raining, they'll have a nice anorak on. I might say nice anorak. And then I'd be like, you excited for today? And then that's it.
Yeah,
And then I would
playing
just,
the ladies.
and then I'd
playing
toss
with
on.
them.
Okay, I've got to go. See you later.
I've got to go. I've got
See you later.
Sorry, ladies. I've got to go.
Got to
I've got to
shoot.
stand behind a red box for 7 hours.
And show zero skill.
We'll open a box in a minute, girls.
I've
Got to
to say
shoot.
a 3-word answer to Noel in 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Scrapping.
Okay, so I've just found Deal or No Deal fan site.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the home flipping hell. So I'm wondering if these ladies are on this fan site.
So, are you ready for? Is there a lady there called Kelly?
Oh,
Kelly.
You didn't hook up with one of them, did you?
Nothing ever happened physically, but there was a lot of bonding. There's a lot of like, I can't tell you because it's later on down the line, but me and Kelly
Love
had a
the
little
scenes.
moment.
what was she a fan?
She was a fan
Did
of
you sleep with a fan? Did you sleep with a fan?
she was a fan of Deal or No Deal at the start. And then it came a little bit more about Paul than it did about Deal or No Deal. Okay. Okay. Which is fine.
How many weeks in?
Towards the end, because then your name gets used a bit more. And then I kept catching her eye when she's in the audience.
But they're going to move on, Paul. Oh,
No,
no,
she
that's the
didn't.
sad. Oh,
She
okay,
was
she
hooked.
didn't.
She was hooked. Yeah.
So do you
And
know,
do you know
that
what
now?
happened? I had 2 fan interactions, which were my favourite bits. And it was, you also had a bit where you walk out from between the crowd to go to your boxes. And then,
Yeah.
music comes on. And then the runners are like, okay, walk out, everyone, walk out. And everyone's walking out, and I'm just
You're a
kind of
bit slower
walking.
than everyone else.
Yeah, then you look to your right, and it looks like a river, like a sea of people. It feels like there's 10,000 people there.
Yeah.
There's probably
65.
50. Yeah. And I'm going, you do a little wave, and you pause. I think I might have even did the fist, at some
What's
point.
the fist? What do you mean?
Like a
Oh,
yes. Okay, we can
Tony
do-
Adams style.
come on.
Come on, what?
Well, because you have to get behind the people that are playing, because it does this, like the Mulhern stuff, it does get intense. It gets intense in there.
Sorry, Paul. Are the people in the audience, the ladies outside, wait for you? Are they?
Yeah,
are
yeah,
they
yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they're ready to go in.
Do you get any hanging around that have nothing to do with the show inside that just want to catch you jumping from coach to?
There were people that I spotted that I didn't spot inside.
Not being funny. If they're outside, they're going to come in. They're not going to go, do you know what? I'm just going to watch him walk in.
Sorry, did you sleep with someone who came?
There was no physical interaction, but there was mental love.
In our heads, we probably had a lifetime together.
Would you have if it had gone further? If you were still on the,
Well, do you know what? I've got a story about her. Right at the end. No,
saving it for the end. There's a lot of the stuff being saved. You will remember
Series 8.
Honestly,
we'll come back to her.
Yeah.
But there was the audience interaction was great. But then I've only got 2 or 3 shows I've been at this level. But then because you bond more and more with these people, you do kind of feel for them when they have a bad show.
I bet.
When they have a good show, it's great and we celebrate. But the bad ones, because it's funny, it's daytime TV and you're watching these people that might get, a penny or wherever it is. You are gutted. And the person on the thing is just distraught because they've kind of gone through this whole experience and left with nothing. So you have no money and you don't get to see these family that you see every day.
There must be a part of you where you think, oh, that could be me. I get that could be my experience.
Yeah. If someone had a bad show and there was like a somber vibe in the bar that evening, it's an early night.
Are they there that night or have they gone out?
Stay.
If you've just come out, if you've won $4,000.
No, I think
you're in the hotel that night, or are you like whisked home? You're out.
No, you do the night, and then the next day, then you're off. So we do our little goodbyes, and then that train ride back or car back, if you've driven there, is tough. It's tough. I think it's tough if you're a winner or a loser. If you come out with a bit of
because it's been intense for 3 weeks, isn't it?
Oh my God, you are proper in like this tribe, and you make these relationships in there that you just kind of like. But you just want that every single day.
Yeah.
You kind of you want Noel to speak to you every single day.
You like that structure.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's really,
and you haven't got to do much, have you?
But you don't have to do anything, but there's a spotlight on you as well every now and again. You're kind of sat and you're stood, you're like entertaining. Even though there's like 21 other people there and me. And then it's someone else's show.
Just to jump back a little bit, how are they behaving as they come out? You're saying about waving and punching in the air. How's that other people doing it?
I
Similar
think, or not at that level. I probably lapped it up a little bit much on the way out.
You're doing more than others.
They're probably giggling. There was a lot of giggles at me for doing that type of stuff because I was kind of almost pretending to be like, "Oh, hi everyone." When inside, I'm like, "No, I'm seriously behaving like this because I like the attention."
Yeah,
I want this.
Yeah,
it's not a joke. And
do you think Noel felt that?
I was really cautious around Noel, and I thought I played Noel well because even though with the normies, remember I'm a dealer, so I'm slightly above a normie who's in the crowd, normal human being.
Oh yeah, you're on the show. Yeah.
So with them, I'm going down. So I can kind of lap it up, play it up a little bit and be playful. But Noel is an upper.
Yeah.
So I'm always respectful. I think the entire time I didn't really do like, a couple of the guys did like a little cheeky joke to Noel. I can't remember what it'd be, but they'd say something.
Dangerous.
Like,
That's
you're
risky,
saying that to Noel.
Yeah.
And I would always go, I wouldn't do that with.
Yeah.
So there was a respect that I had for that man.
Yeah.
You knew how to play every level. You could talk to the very top and the very bottom.
Yeah.
Do you think you could ever have sort of got inside the Noel world and become friends? Do you think he would have allowed that?
I almost tried. Now, this is a snippet, right, from my show that I'm going to give you. And this is
okay.
Well, you won't see it.
We'll forget because
you won't see it.
No.
The problem is, you've got my show is maybe half an hour, whatever it is, but my show was about 4 hours.
What, you in the middle?
Yeah, 3.5, 4 hours. There's pauses, there's breaks, there's kind of like there's commercials, there's all
monologues.
Well, he says to me, Paul, tell me about your background. Sit down, Noel. We'll go through some stuff. Now, when it's your show, again, this is such a snippet. In your show, he goes at the wall and says, blah, blah, blah.
What? He does what?
So he looks at the wall, and the wall, the digital wall.
You mean the prize money wall?
Yeah, it flashes up everyone's names.
Yeah.
Paul G.
Yes, I just saw that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Flashes up everyone's names.
Hang on, sorry. So you think what are the chances that this could be your name?
So you're stood behind the box at this point. You haven't walked up when your names are flashing.
No,
up, right?
but what's really interesting is the game before. I thought this is my show, and I'm kind of like my feet are almost tilted to go, and I'm looking. And it was a lady. It was another person before me, and I was like, and I had all my emotions, and I was buzzing, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh
you have
my
to bring
God.
yourself down.
Yeah, because I was like, it's about to get real. Do you know what? I've just given myself chills thinking about that feeling.
Same
it
here.
was mental.
Yeah, we were all
with you just then.
I was ready to go, and her name was Barty, and it was Barty, and I was like, oh my God, and then I was like,
buzz.
I was like clapping, but I was like, whoa. And then you feel like the blood just drains out of you.
Because they'd hinted this is your turn.
This must be my 20th show. And there's only 22 people and everyone goes before you. So, but I think sometimes someone went on their 20th. Someone's gone on their 24th.
Just so you don't a genuine reaction to it.
Yeah, because otherwise you just stood and you're just going, okay, so it's my show today. That type of thing. And then that sets up your whole day.
Genuine, yeah.
But then it's funny you say about the evenings because I would start taking more care into like my shower. Like I'd wake up and I'd be like, okay, I'm having a shower. This could be my show today.
So you hardly washed at the beginning and then by the end.
Yeah, you start caring more because then I'm going to be next to Noel. What do I smell like?
I can totally imagine. I can totally imagine.
Honestly, how's my hair?
Yeah.
I don't think I had a beard back then. I think I used to just take it all off. Do I take it off? Is there a bit of stubble? Is he going to look at me and go, he's a bit of a scruff? Do I shave? Okay, I'll do my little quiff.
Sometimes I have like a patch of hair like there that's just all grey and fluffy.
Yeah, on the neck.
Yeah, so I'm I would have been all over that the night before.
But that's where Noel is. Noel's here, isn't he? So he the whole time he's probably
pick
looking
up on that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd look at my fluff.
Is there a danger he could make fun of it?
There's no holds barred with Noel. He'd do it in a very polite way. But, like he'd probably mention something about a cat and be like, oh, looks like it's sleeping on your neck, David. Oh. Anyway, what box? And you're destroyed at that moment. And he's like, I've rinsed
I'd be
you.
all right with that, I think.
Yeah. Would you? Oh, no,
yeah, I'd just be like, fair enough.
Well, I'm not going to give you something else happened.
Is that for later on in another ep or is it for now?
And when I say it's next step, the next one is where... No, the next one is... the most...
What have we discussed in this ep? What have we actually...
Well, Maluga, Kelly.
We've done the walk from the coach to the door.
The walk from the coach, yeah. My whole... But then we're learning about the character. What I'm like,
No, I loved it. It's just been a great ep. It's a really good ep.
Paul, when Barcy went up...
Yeah.
How much of you... are concentrating on her game at that point, and how much you just thinking, flipping out, it's me next. It's got to be me next. How much you've...
Yeah,
well, at the start, that's where you are, and you're zombie clapping because I'm not in the room anymore. Like I'm in Paul's head going, right, tomorrow's your show then, big guy.
Imagine that.
That's your show. You're going to be there. And then you go, what box have I got? Okay, because let's go, I've got £250,000 in my box. What's the odds of you getting 2 days in a row?
That's a good... So when the boxes... Sorry, John, but the boxes come out. Are they already laid out, or do they bring?
No, so you go out at the start. You're all dancing, and then all the runners come out and pop your boxes out.
And then you're thinking, "What the hell have I got in here?
What have I got?"
What did you have in Barty's game?
I can't remember what I had in Barty's game, but I had the 1p three times.
We've had the smallest 3 times. You had the biggest,
and I had the 250 grand. I think either 3 times, maybe even, no, it couldn't have been 4 times. I think it was 2 or 3 times I had £250,000.
Do you reckon the runners know and they go, let's give Paul a biggie?
Well, someone must know because they're the ones that...
I wonder if they do it and then mix it up to make it...
Yeah, I think they mix and then just run it. And then it's not one person doing it, it's a bunch of them. But then every time I got 250 grand, it was a sad moment because the person took out their biggest box. So you're the bearer of bad news.
You'd play that well. You'd play the sadness well.
But yeah, you can't be like, oh, what a shame, keep going. You're not like that. You're the complete, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And you're like, and then they come
Do you
over and
mean
give you a
it in
kiss.
the moment? You definitely mean it in the
100
moment.
Yeah, you
it
must
is a
do,
genuine,
Yeah.
like,
Feel
I'm gutted.
responsible.
Yeah, like, this is my fault.
During Barty's game, how much were you sort of paying attention to all the boxes around you and who's got what?
When you settle down a little bit, you go back into her game, and then you are emotionally driven by her game. And I can't remember. I don't think she had a good game.
Right.
I don't think it was you know what I mean?
And your one, you said was 5 hours, 4 hours or so. That's particularly long, is it?
It was probably 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, because mine was a long show.
Right. But some of them, can they be like 20 minutes?
Well, kind of. If you deal early, then you still have to carry on the game of guessing the boxes and see what you could have won. But that's obviously a lot quicker because there's no emotion anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean about the people that wanted just a bit of cash. And they'd be like, I'll take $4,000. I'll go through the rest of the show. 21, 19, 4. Oh, what a shame. Blah, blah, blah. I've got $4,000. I'm not interested. I'm off.
Yeah.
Whereas other people are just kind of like, lifers. And they are going to see it through. What actually have I got in this box in front of me? You know? And it's a whole moment. It is. So I'm probably, on Barty's game, I thought it's me. And then the next day, I'm still getting up, I'm showering, the quiff's done, and then I'm going.
The quiff, did you say?
Yeah, I've always had a quiff. My dad cut my hair till I was about 13 or 14, and he always just did a number 4 all the way over. And one day I got called a tennis ball, an orange tennis ball, and I was like, I need to go to a hairdresser. Sorry, Dad, but I need to go to a hairdresser. And then he swept it over from there. And then my chances with the women went through the roof.
So in the morning of your game,
sorry, morning of my game. Yep.
Always normal. You smelt nice. You looked nice.
I'm doing everything.
Did you know that you were coming on in the morning?
Sense it.
Yeah, I had all the feelings of yesterday. But yesterday there was still a tiny bit of ambiguity. It might not be.
Yeah.
This day I was like, oh, this is my day, and I'm even talking to people. Little bit spaced out because I'm in a different zone now, like bit busy because it's my show today, and then you're going up. I'm still waving to everyone because they've come. But
surely you're potentially making the most of it because it's your last wave at Kelly.
I wasn't lapping it up on that day.
A bit spaced out.
Yeah, on that day I wasn't lapping it up. I was probably. I don't think they would have noticed.
No,
because you still gave it something.
I'm still doing my chats, so I've got to go in. Yeah. Okay, bye everyone.
The hardcore might have noticed.
Double waving. See you everyone.
The ones that you spoke to every day might have sensed something though. Do you think?
I think so. Yeah.
The ones who'd really got to know you.
Yeah, Kelly would have. Kelly noticed.
Kelly would have sensed it.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
So you're still behind your box. It's the first game of the day.
Yep.
The names start flashing on the board.
Yeah. So Noel comes out. He does his bit. The names start flashing on the board.
And here we go, Joe.
Wait.
Oh, we're playing a bit.
We've just arranged to show you 5 seconds and we're stopping the show, Joe. Stopping the episode.
No. So what are we doing now?
Host disabled screen sharing.
Oh, disabled screen sharing.
Quick, it might go.
Whose side? Is it us that need to do that?
Yeah.
What do I need to do?
To disable screen sharing.
Can you enable...
Yes, is that in video always?
Well, it'd be me though because I'm hosting.
You've got 5 seconds, otherwise I'm just going to go.
No, don't do this. What do I do?
Go to settings. Go to Zoom preferences.
My God.
Zoom preferences. Yeah.
Show all sharing options.
Share individual windows. Share all windows. Automatically share desktop. Automatically share advanced. Maybe.
Show all sharing.
Oh God! Oh, this is horrendous. Don't do this.
Well,
show video.
I can see it. I mean, I've got it in front of my eyeballs.
In the navigation panel, click account management and account settings. Where's that?
Right. Okay. This is terrible.
I think we've got a new Zoom, so I can't get into the news. James, could you play some kind of music here just to keep everyone? Just to keep everyone on board.
Oh my God!
Could you put some delay on my voice now? Lovely. Thank you.
James, my middle name is James. Can you put a bit of delay on that? My middle name is James.
I'll give James something to do. Now,
the stress.
James, could you put a delay and a sort of reverb on Paul's laugh then? So it sounds sinister.
So much work for James.
Yeah.
So you're not doing the edit anymore? We've got a guy.
Yeah, too much to take on.
It is a lot, especially every day, isn't it? You do 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah, full on.
That's mean. That's a lot.
Yes. Welcome to Chatterbix, everyone. You in, Joe?
Yes. Okay.
So top right.
Top right. Request a demo. Contact. Whiteboard. Host.
Yeah. So you're just in now. So on the left, go to admin. Far left.
Yes.
User management.
Oh my God.
User management.
No, sorry, not user management. Account management, which is a bit lower.
Yep.
Account settings.
Yep. Meeting recording, audio, team chat.
Under in meeting, click the meeting tab. Under in meeting, basic.
Sorry, so team chat. Did you say?
No. So you're in account settings, yeah.
Yeah.
Click the meeting tab.
Yeah, I'm on the meeting tab. Yeah.
Under in meeting brackets basic.
In meeting.
Okay, bear with us, listener.
In meeting basic. Click that on.
Okay, no, whoa. In meeting basic, verify that disable desktop screen sharing for meetings is enabled. Found it?
I can't see it. Allow participants to react. Enable the screenshot feature in meeting.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, the screenshot.
Oh.
It's about halfway down the page.
Yeah.
Screen sharing. Found it.
Who can start sharing? All participants.
Disable desktop screen sharing for meetings you host.
Oh, go up one. Or who can share? All participants.
Go up one. Oh, who can start sharing when someone else is sharing? All participants.
Yeah.
Save.
And also disable desktop screen sharing. No, that's fine, isn't it? We want to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So is it going to work now? Here we go.
Wow. This is going to be a moment. You ready?
Yeah.
That didn't work. It didn't work. Do you know what I think it is? It might be because we're already in. We might need to go out, come back in.
Oh, fuck.
Let's do it. It's worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it.
It's a link click.
Although we've got to wait for the record to...
Yeah,
oh, your audio files.
We're going to have to do it on the next one, guys.
Oh, no! Fantastic. What a wonderful end.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely perfect.
Are you leaving all that in as well?
So the next episode, we're gonna do a watch-along.
Yeah.
The entire... Well, that is literally where we are up to.
Well, it won't be the entire. We'll stop it every 3 seconds and talk.
Yeah, the watch along will be a couple of eps, I reckon.
I really wanted to see the walk.
Yeah.
God,
well, that'll be on the next episode of Paul Gorton and Deal or No Deal story. Fucking hell!
God.
What a roller coaster!
Oh my God!
Oh.
Right.
Well,
thank you so much, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Again, incredible.
See you on the next one.
See you further down the line.